Well, good morning folks, and welcome to another scenery review. It's the first of this week. We're late May 2023. My name's Lee. I'm your virtual airline pilot, back with you. Welcome back to the channel. It's around midday, in fact it's just after midday. We're in Thailand, and this is Chiang Mai International Airport in Thailand. Victor Tango Charlie Charlie. This is a new payware scenery by Siamflight. This is version 1, the release version for the PC version of Flight Sim 2020. At the moment I can't see or can't find out anything about whether it's being released for Xbox. Downloads 174 meg and it installs at 433 meg, so it's a reasonable size. It's actually not that large for most sceneries. The price, okay, it's €16.79, which equates to roughly $18.16 US, or £14.59 UK. US and UK prices are all estimates from the euro, and they do include tax or VAT, which of course may vary depending on which country you're in when you make the purchase. Currently available from Sim Market for you. So let's look at the list of features. You've got custom scenery objects for the airport, the terminal, Wing 41, Chiang Mai Air Traffic Control Tower, Tango Squadron Museum, Cargo Terminal, new parking building, and many more. Custom jetways for the airport as well, both normal and glass, and I've had a look. You've got 4 solid ones and you've got 2 with glass windows. The Wing 41 hangar and Special Operation Air Wing spawn points, both aircraft and helicopters, so if you're into flying military you can spawn on the military hangars. Gate number and apron, taxiway, runway marking. You've also got visual docking guidance system, which will show only the gate numbers and the time only. Hand placed taxi guidance signs system, hand placed taxiways and runway light system, taxiway center, taxiway's edge, runway light system, etc, etc. Full day and night lighting, and hand placed ground objects around the airport. There's also a future update to come, which they say will be free, which is good news. Point of interest objects around the city, the Wat Phra Tat Do Sutep, not sure what that is. 700th anniversary of Chiang Mai Stadium, the Chiang Mai Old City nightlight and details upgrade, Central Chiang Mai Airport, Lotus and Big C near the airport, and Chiang Mai International Exhibition and Convention Centre. So I've had a quick look at this scenery both day and night, and it's really nice. It's quite complete. The modelling, detailing, texturing is very nice. Runway textures are impressive. Signage is good. And it looks really quite nice in the day and during the darkness hours, and there's been nice attention paid to the buildings. We'll have a look in a minute. One or two little anomalies which really aren't a huge problem. Overall the airport's really nice, and yet another airport out in the Far East that you've got access to that is fully featured. It's very nice at a very nice price. So as ever, let's get into a bit of history and see what we can find out about this. Not a lot to tell you. So Chiang Mai International Airport, Victor Tango Charlie Charlie, is a public/military use airport, and unusually owned by the Royal Thai Air Force and operated by the Airports of Thailand PCL company. It's quite unusual, I think, to have an airport owned by the military and operated by a civilian organisation, but there you go. This international airport serves the capital city of Chiang Mai in the province of Chiang Mai in Thailand. It is a major gateway that links northern Thailand to the rest of the region, and it's currently the 4th busiest airport in the country. The airport was established in 1921 as Suthep Airport as a result of temporary closure of Suvarnabhumi Airport in Bangkok in 2008 due to protests. Chiang Mai became the alternative stopover for Taipei to Europe flights operated by China Airlines and for Swiss International Airlines Singapore Zurich flights in the interim. In January 2011, the airport became a secondary hub for Thai Air Asia. China Airlines flights that operated out of Chiang Mai are now regular. Upgrades in 2014 included expanding the apron for a larger jet aircraft, extending the airport's operating hours to a full 24-hour operation, and this became effective from April 2014, and enlarging the International Arrivals Hall and the Domestic Departure Hall. As of 2018, 31 airlines operated into and out of Chiang Mai, serving over 11 million passengers, over 78,000 flights and over 14 tons of cargo. So there you go, a quick history. The airport's been around a while, been through some major changes and upgrades, and for us flight sim guys, visually it's really nice, especially the airside apron, and obviously this place is within range of places like Hong Kong and even Europe if you want to do long haul. Very nice indeed. So let's have a look at runways now. So as you can see, we've lowered the lighting a little bit. It's just before sunset. It's 6:30 in the evening. So Chiang Mai Airport operates a single runway 3618, measuring 11,155 feet or 3,400 meters, and it's made from a concrete asphalt mix. The airport lies at an elevation of 1,036 feet or 316 meters, and is in the GMT UTC plus 7 hour time zone. Now Thailand does not observe daylight saving time or DST, so currently it's 6 hours ahead of the UK. So we're currently looking down the throat of runway 36, and both ends of the runway feature low intensity runway lighting, simplified short approach lighting system with sequent flashing lights, and you can see them there, and precision approach path indicators type B. Now type B PAPIs have 2 lights instead of 4, but here as you can see in the scenery they've got the 4 lights, the type A system. Again, it's no big deal, it's not a problem. I just look for accuracy when it comes to navigational aids, and they've got the default 4-bar lighting PAPI system either side of the runway, when the chart says type B, which is the 2 light. But again, no real problem at all. They've got the low intensity airfield lighting. You can see there's no center line, and the lights around the runway are a low order, and you've got the sequence flashing lights on the approach, so that's as it should be. This runway features an instrument landing system, just the standard one with both Z and Y options, and the runway also features both RNP and VOR approach options too. So let's have a look at the other end, runway 18. So here we are looking down the throat of runway 18. This runway features an RMP and VORA approach option, and as you can see it has the same short approach lighting system as they have at the other end. The only thing that's different is that they don't have an ILS at this end of the runway. However, again, we've got type A PAPIs either side of the runway, not type B. That's the only difference from the charts. But as I said, everything you need here is available for you to make approaches day or night into this airport via these runways. Not a problem at all. You'll also notice here that you've got blue airfield edge lights there in abundance around the airport, which is great. So that does it for runways. Let's have a look at the jetways for you. Okay, so jetways. So let's run a jetway test here. We're on stand 5, my aircraft's parked. I've moved the tug so it can't get in the way. Let's test the jetway. So that's a nice motion. The wheels turn, the jetway's going along, and the stairwell doesn't go into the concrete, so that's really good. And that looks quite like a nice fit. Let's have a close-up look. So as you can see, that looks pretty impressive. So let's go inside and open the door and see what it looks like inside the jetway mouth. So that's not too bad. As you can see, the door has gone through the side of the jetway, so to speak. But actually it's not that bad at all. Let's have a look from the other side. And again, that looks pretty good. It's quite a fairly nice connection. Okay, there's a gap at the top where the rubber is, but it's not bad. It hasn't actually gone through the aircraft skin, which is good. And the jetway is not bad at all. Strangely enough, from this side you can see the stairwell actually has gone into the concrete. So a close look from the other side, and yes indeed it has. It's interesting because when I looked at it connecting, it looked as though it didn't. So let's watch the disconnection from this side. So there we go, we can see the stairs coming up out of the concrete. It's a common problem with jetways, but actually this animation is not bad at all. Really isn't bad at all. It's really quite impressive. So we'll shut the door, and that does it for jetways. Let's get into the airport proper and have a look and see what the features are of this new airport from Siamflight. Okay, so we're getting down and dirty now. Look at the airport. We're heading south there. You can see military hangars to the lower left. There's a couple of fighter jets and a DC-3 sitting there. Particularly like the taxiway texture. The runway textures look really good. Now here you've got more of the fighter wing. Which looks really good. Other buildings nicely textured, not so much inside. Here you've got the wing building. I'm not really sure what it is. It might be a VIP building. I'm not entirely sure. The control tower is there. Nothing inside the tower, but the glass is workable and it looks okay from inside. Just a quick look here to this little park. Looks really good. The bus and the car and the fire engine models are excellent. No problem at all really there. And just a close-up look at this building, which looks nice. No internal modelling, but it looks fine. I particularly like the way they've done the hedges around there. Very nice indeed. So here's a shot of the control tower. Beautifully modelled. I really like the building. All complete with air conditioning systems on the roof and the lighting there, and the signage to the lower right. Detail is really nice. So here you can see the main building itself. You've got the antenna system and everything on the roof, but as you can see inside, there's no development inside the tower as such. And just a view outside of the tower for you. So just continue down towards the main ramp area. As you see, the ground markings are really crisp. Fence line is intact, goes all the way around. A small fire station there. I presume that image is the King and Queen of Thailand. I may be wrong. Somebody might be able to just assist me. But as you can see, the quality of the buildings and texturing in general is really good. Here you've got your solid jetways, the one we saw in the view. And there to the left you can see the VDGS system. Terminal's nicely modelled, nothing inside unfortunately, but who knows, that may come. Some really nice vehicles, signage on the airside road. It looks really good. I mean, they've included everything, even the air conditioning systems on top of the jetways. Here the signage of the terminal in both English and in Thai. Just nice. It really does look nice. This is going to be a lovely view when you park up. Here are the 2 glass jetways. There are 6 jetways, 4 of which are solid and 2 are glass. And again, this does look really good. It's very nice indeed. Let's come down a bit lower. As you can see, the quality is very nice. They've done a nice job here. Here we go towards the cargo ramp. You've got the clutter ramp here where all the bits and pieces are. Again, there's the airside landside boundary fence. Again, it's very nice textures on the road. This is the cargo building. Now, there's nothing inside as such. However, what they've done is they've got photos in there of a pretty decent resolution. So when you look inside here, like this, or like this, I mean, this is where it starts to blur a little, but it looks as though something's going on in there, and that's great. And the same is true when you look through the upper windows. And there's a view across the cargo ramp. It all looks pretty good. So we just continue the tour towards the threshold of runway 36. Again, there's the fencing, there's the airside road, various cargo bins. Here are the open stands, again nicely modelled. A little bit more clutter there to the left. Let's just speed up a little bit. I mean, the modelling is of a really decent quality. So here's the main fire station that literally has direct access to the runway. There you can see the road to the right. Very nice modelling. Fire station, the tenders are good. And here in the distance you've got the radar station with the animated radar on top. And various buildings there to the right marked on the airfield. And again, you can see the fence line goes all the way out. So a quick whiz out towards the runway, the threshold here. So you can see the blue airfield edge lights there. You've got the windsock to the left there. Signage. Just go towards the runway entry point here. And here you can see an example of the signage and the way it is towards the runway. It's great, and I really do like this concrete texturing. It's a little unusual, a little different, and for me it looks the part. So a little overview of the threshold there of runway 36. And just looking back towards the other end of the runway, you've got the various entry points and signage all around the runway, which is important. Here you've got this disused area. Here you've got emergency access from vehicles. And the whole place, it lies in a really nice area. Here's the high terrain, or some of it that we were talking about. And here you've got your PAPIs, which should be 2 instead of 4, but again, no real complaints, it's great. So let's do a landside tour, see what we've got. Okay, this all looks pretty nice. Again, nicely detailed and modelled. Very nice looking indeed. Just really crisp and clear, and it just looks good. Here you come to the international terminal, some cars outside, and you've got signs down there as well. We'll take a close look in a minute. But it all looks really nice, and from what I've done, the research I've done, it's pretty real. It's very, very close to the real thing. Beautiful modelling. So I thought we'd just have a quick look along the landside road here. So you can see parallaxing there, which I think probably will look better in the darkness hours. We'll have a look in a minute. Or little photos inside there, which give the appearance of the inside of the terminal. But as you can see, some excellent signage. It's really quite impressive. We go up a bit close. Still doesn't blur very much. It's really nice. And there you can see the modelling, the detail on the outside of the terminal building here. I mean, this looks wonderful. really nice indeed. I'll speed up a little bit. But as you can see, it's very, very nicely done. They've not missed a trick here. They've included pretty much everything. I love some of the hoardings as well. They're beautifully done. And here we are at noon, and everything looks really good. I mean, this is impressive, isn't it? Very nice. Very nice. It looks great. I mean, okay, as a pilot, this isn't going to interest you at all, but in terms of scenery development, and again, what the simulator can show us, they've done a nice job here in utilizing the features. So here you've got the security post. Unfortunately the cars don't stop, but that's not a problem as such. I mean, this is out of the way pretty much. Nobody's really going to see this, yet they've still signed it. I mean, that's attention to detail. Just a little run back down the road and you can see, you know, I mean, they've not left anything to chance here. I mean, that's low resolution, but you know what? They've included it. It's brilliant. So there's a quick overview landside. Beautifully placed trees and foliage. The car park looks great. Again, it's not been left to photo scenery. They've modelled it. Absolutely brilliant. And there we are looking towards airside, and you can see the detail of the terminal. Very nice indeed. So let's lower the lighting now to dusk and see what the lighting looks like. Okay, 10 to 7 in the evening local time. I apologise for the noise of the cars there, but as you can see, lighting's come down. This looks really, really nice, beautifully done. And you can see what they've done with the windows here that come to life more after dark. Quick look in the other direction, and as you can see, there are areas up there that have been lit too. So as I come a little higher from this shot, you can see here we got the threshold of runway 18. You've got blue airfield edge lights, no green centerline lighting, but it's not an issue as such. But as you can see, some really nice subtle lighting, even in some of the buildings off the airport. Here's the tower. Control tower's even got the red flashing lights on, which is really nice. And just a quick look across the city towards the sunset. So back to the main ramp. Here's my aircraft parked on one of the stands, stand number 5. And as you can see, the lighting's really nice. It's very subtle. It's coming from the right direction as well. There are no globes floating all over the place. It looks very, very nice indeed. So here's a quick view from the flight deck. It's dusk, you've just landed and parked up. Passengers are disembarking. This is the view from the cockpit directly ahead. And here you can see what they've done with the windows. Okay, so no internal terminal development, but here you can see what's been done, and it looks pretty effective. Quick look at the captain's side. Again, you can see the parallaxing goes all the way down the building. And there's the view looking through the first officer's window. Really, really nice. So just a close-up look at the windows, and as I said, inside you've got photographs. They're not that high resolution, but they work even up to this close. So it looks pretty good, and the way it's lit really makes the building come alive a bit more. Here you've got the visual guidance docking system, and you've got the latitude and longitude of the stand as well, which is great. And just a quick look down the airside road. As you can see, it all looks really good. So just a quick sort of slow tour along the airside ramp for you. This is what the pilots will see as they taxi around here during the dusk hours. And it looks great. Again, you can see the effect on that building. For me, it actually works pretty well. just going to move across here. I believe that's a hotel out there, and it's beautifully lit. Another security gate over there, and again nicely lit, but all this little fine detail really makes this place come to life. Here's the cargo area. And if I come down, and there you go, you can see the effect inside the building is great. Very nice indeed, and interesting to see the airfield fence line there's been lit. Presumably they have cameras to stop people trying to get in. So here's the fire station at the other end going towards runway 36. Very nice. And in the distance there you can see the radar tower, complete with the light on it. It's rotating. Right, there's just a shot looking out towards the 36 threshold. Here you've got signage, again nicely lit at night. This building here is lit with red lights too, and there's you can see the radar tower. Everything looks good. Here we go, blue airfield edge lights as well. And the fence line has been lit, which is a nice touch. Presumably this exists in the real world. I've not seen it before at an airport, but it looks really good. So here we are, just crossing the taxiway, heading out towards the runway. So as you can see, there are no green centerline lights, but you have blue airfield edge lights denoting the boundary. And the signage looks great. You've got the correct signage. Here we've got the stop bars, and the runway marker signs to show that you're going into a live runway. So a quick look at the runway 36 threshold there. From here you can see the interesting to see the windsocks. It is lit as well, which is great. And here you can see plenty of lighting, no problems at all. And looking in the other direction there, you can see the lighting goes all the way down the runway. Again, you can see the various taxiway signs. It's very, very nice. So a last shot there, looking across the airside apron of the airport during the dusk hours. It does look very, very nice. And yet another airport that comes to life a bit more during the evening. So let's drop the lighting down to night time. Okay, 10 PM local time, and as you can see the lighting has come up and the whole area is bathed in this kind of yellow tungsten light. Many airports feature this yellow tungsten light rather than the white LED lighting, and it looks quite effective. It's really, really good. So again, here we are on the ramp, and as you can see the lighting has come up. There's plenty of it, not going to have any problem really taxiing in. So I just pull back a little bit there. You can see the blue airfield edge lights. You'll need your nose gear taxi light until you reach this point, but getting onto the apron's not really going to be an issue. And once again you've got this lovely effect in the inside of the terminal at night time, where it just comes up a little bit more. It looks really good. Here's your visual guidance docking system. So if you have the module inserted, this will all work. And looking towards the south there are the two jetways that are glass, and very, very nice. Right, so this building I thought was a hotel is actually a multi-storey car park. Obviously didn't get close enough to read the signs, but again beautifully modelled. It looks great. And they've even got the small approach building in front of it. So for the moment you've got low resolution parallaxing simulating what's inside the car park, but if I remember correctly, in the future updates list this is going to be developed further. And for you helicopter jockeys, look, there's a helipad on the roof. Excellent. So you can drop down on the roof, passengers can get off and go down in the elevator. Very impressive. And just towards the rear side of the building here you can see some nice little buildings that have been modelled and nicely lit. Okay, a sober glows, but the modelling is very nice. It's been very nice. And there's the back of the cargo terminal there that you can see in the difference in the distance. So we just do a quick track landside here so you can look at the buildings. And this tungsten lighting really works in my opinion. Here you've got the normal LED type white light, and you've got tungsten light behind us there that works. And again you can see there the landside road and the effect on the building. I mean, okay, your pilots won't see this unless you're interested in it, but again it shows just how nicely this airport can look with the modelling. The advertising hoardings are nicely lit as well, and they make a big difference. And I'm pleased to see the appropriate red lighting on the high structures. Anything over 300 feet normally has a red light, the obstruction light. It looks really good there. So swing out airside, cross over the car park. There's the picture of what I think is the King and Queen of Thailand. Just approaching the control tower there you can also see landside development. Very nice indeed. As we come out to this taxiway, there just to the right you've got open hangars on the military side. So any of you military jet jockeys, you've got parking space here at the airport. Bear in mind this is a military as well as a civilian airport. So these are all empty, which I initially found sort of surprising, but actually it gives you all parking space to park your jets. And further up you've got jets parked up in buildings further up there. So there you go, in the distance there. Here this is the other part of the military building, the hangar. You've got military jets parked here. And open hangars for you to use as well, and good access to the runway. It's really nice. There you go, a couple of military jets and a warplane there. And you've got another jet in the hangar there. So there's an overview looking at the airport at night time, looking towards the airside apron across the runway. There you can see you've got your windsock is lit. There are many nice little touches about this airport. So let's bring up the dawn. So 10 to 6 in the morning, and as you can see the last of the lighting is beginning to fade as the sunrise comes up. And there, looking across the upper part of the military hangar, and you can see the sun will rise over those mountains over there. Okay, 10 to 8 in the morning, and time to wrap up the review and give you my thoughts. Do I think it's worth the money? Yes it is. Just under 15 quid, and these prices do include tax. It's not bad at all. The promise of future updates and additions is also a really good thing. Not too many developers do that. Okay, some developers add additions or updates in the future, but they don't actually tell you they're going to do it, and sometimes you miss it. So sometimes it's important to watch out for features. And some developers add supposed updates and charge for it. I'm sure many of you will understand the recent little controversy over Orbix and London City, but that's for another discussion sometime. But here you've got a really well featured airport, nicely modelled and nicely textured, imitating the real airport in almost every detail, and it's at a decent price, and with the offer of future upgrades to come as they develop it further. So for me, that makes it worth the purchase. I'll say at this point that this was sent this airport for review. I didn't buy it. The team at Siamflight very kindly sent me a copy for review, but however, as usual, the comments and thoughts are my own and are not influenced in any way by the developer. But yeah, it's a really nice airport at a good price. It includes everything you need as a pilot to fly in and out of here is there. The only real well, it's not a bugbear, the only nitpick I can find is that the PAPIs are 4 lights instead of 2, so they're type A and not type B, so that doesn't quite match the charts, but it's really not an issue. You've got everything you need to fly in here on instruments and departure. It's great. It's a lovely little airport, beautifully modelled, some nice little features, and they've gone to town with it. You know, they've really made the effort. Particularly like the concrete texturing and the grass texturing looks extremely real for this part of the world. It's in a nice location close to the city. It's just great. It's very impressed. I'm very happy to have had it, and I must do a flight in here. So there you go, folks. Chiang Mai International Airport in Thailand. Victor Tango Charlie Charlie. It's a payware scenery by Siamflight. Version 1, the release version for the PC version of flights in 2020. Downloads 174 meg and installs at 433 meg. And it's currently available at Sim Market. And you can get it for €16.79, which equates to roughly $18.16 US, or £14.59 UK. As ever, US and UK prices are all estimates from the euro, and they do include VAT or tax, which of course will vary depending on where you purchase the scenery. It's a really nice airport, highly recommended if you fly in the Far East. No complaints at all, it's lovely. I look forward to the future updates. Anything that really develops an area beyond beyond the airport is a good thing, particularly in view of the capabilities of this simulator. I think it's great. So there you go, folks. This is Lee, your virtual airline pilot, wrapping up the first of this week's review of Chiang Mai Airport in Thailand. Highly recommended. It's great. I love it. Thank you for joining me. I hope this has helped you if you've been interested in this but not sure. I think the price is good. I think the quality of the airport and what's been done is excellent. Really have no complaints at all. So stay with me later this week for the next review coming out. We'll be looking at Zanzibar Airport, which is a payware airport. They're currently available on SimMarket and flightsim.to, so I think it works for Xbox. So have a close look at that. It's another wonderful African airport for you to see, and we'll get to that later this week. So thanks again, folks. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. Thank you to all the subscribers who've stayed with me, and I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. So saying bye for now, and I'll see you in the next review. Bye bye for now.